It's a valuable asset. I love the River Tees. I've done since I was a kid. My father and I used to play on the Tees near the Transporter Bridge in boats. Loved it. And it was a very mucky place in those days, full of black silt. It's changed a lot since then. The Tees Barrage area, particularly lovely. I watched the seals catch fish near the Tees Barrage, and that was just out of the question 50 years ago. Jane and I have explored the South Gare recently, taking photographs down there, and actually there's quite a nice blend between the leisure aspect of the estuary and the industry that's behind it. And as I say, we've got some lovely photographs, haven't we, of that part of the river. This development is lovely to see because it will encourage all age groups to, I think, to value the river, to go and explore it and value what it's got.
Well, it's much cleaner, much more used now than it was when I first came to Teesside. So it's improving, yes. I used to farm at Bosefield Farm in Stockton, so I had a big boundary was the River Tees, so I had a lot of interest in it then, and still have.
Obviously most vital to industry, and if I speak to somebody who's an expert here, they'll tell me how vital it is for nature. So absolutely vital, yeah.
I think it's a landmark for people that's around here that we're from Teesside, based on the River Tees.
So you look at the past concerning the River Tees, how cleaner it is, right? And to me, when we've walked around there, I've been around with my wife and my son, and the example is the bird life on the site. You see the seals, which naturally come up for the salmon, but now you're getting terns fishing in the Tees, so it shows the amount of fish that's in it, right? And like the area at the top end, especially where the barrage is, and below it actually, is fantastic, and it's brilliant to go around on a bike. I've seen kingfisher on the site. I know for a fact there's otter. It's just a nice place to go.
But also people don't realise how important the Tees is today for shipping.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I read somewhere it's the third busiest port in the country after London, maybe even the busiest. I mean, there's always ships anchored off here. There's never less than 8 ships.
Yeah.
You know, and the size of the ships, and it's those that support the industry, you know, all the gas ships from the industry on both sides of the Tees.
I can remember when it was an open soup, so the changes that have come about in the last 20 years are absolutely fantastic. I boat, sail, play on the river, and have more opportunity now.
I think it's better now for wildlife. I do that, but not so much that that's past the bridge up that way. But of course, before the bridge, there's just nothing there. Well, there's still a bit of shipping, isn't there? But not a lot. You know, not like it used to be. It used to be a very commercial place, a lot of shipbuilding and stuff like that. So it's changed in that respect, but it's probably better for the nature side of things than it used to be, I think.
Probably means a lot to people around the area because it's been there for so long.
Always like going along by the river. I do a lot of cycling by the river, both north and south bank. I'm very familiar with all the bridges, so you can go cross over from one side to the other. Part of a cycling group, or more than one cycling group that goes up and down. We do observe quite a lot of the natural things, like seals. Go up to the barrage, you can see them. The 2 different types of seals that there are in this country.
I enjoy like all the wildlife and all the birds and otters and seals.
I've known the river for many years, and I think one of the lovely sides of it is that it goes from being this rural beauty towards the front, and then you have this massive industry around as you come towards the mouth, and then the incredible South Gare itself, where you've got this mix of people running along the beach, taking dogs for a walk, whilst at the same time you have the blast furnace and huge container ships coming silently past. It's really quite a magical place.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. On it and around it.
So when I was a child, my father used to say to me that if you fell into the River Tees, you'd die poisoning before you drowned. But it's not like that these days. I mean, a couple of years ago, I remember watching seals catch salmon near the Tees Barrage. Wonderful to watch them play. And that wouldn't have happened 50 years ago, 40 years ago.
There is some common otters, there's some grey seals, some common seals, there's every seaside wildlife you would want.
It's very therapeutic going on by the river there, and it's coming along quite well in terms of its development in many ways. When there's a bit more growing down there, it'd be great. I know they've just done a bit of pathway on the north shore.
My perspective has changed over the years as the River Tees has changed. I remember when I was a little kid, our family business was very close to the River Tees, and so I saw in Stockton how different it was then, with a lot of poverty next to the River Tees, but a lot of industry at the Stockton Harbour, the dockside, and then that's changed now to what it is at Riverside, and how, when you look at the River Tees, how it's developed and how it's changed, and it's become a lot more accessible physically and I think mentally for people. They associate a lot more positively with the Tees, and I think that runs through with how events and how different things link to the Tees now. And I think River Tees Rediscovered it's come at the right time.
Mixed impression, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's kind of the busy cosmopolitan bit where with all the industry at the bottom end, and then the top end, which is completely different. It's a nice river.
It's a lot better now since the barrage has been in. So yeah, I mean, that's the only bit we tend to go on really, just the Preston Park bit and then down by the barrage.
Fantastic.
It's nice.